Hello and welcome to the training session for marking class attendance twice in a day for students. Before you start this activity, please make sure that you are assigned as a class teacher for the class section for which you want to mark the attendance. Attendance marking twice in a day would mean that you want to maintain separate status for two meetings of the day, the first half and the second half, and in the reports also it will appear as two separate statuses on the same day for a single student. So let us see the steps to mark the attendance twice in a day. Click on button M star and select module attendance. The name of the module appears on the main screen, which means that you are now working in the attendance module. Click on button activities and select screen class attendance. As the screen opens, select the academic year, select session, and the moment you select the session, and if you are using the OMV card of a class teacher, then the class, section and attendance taken by appears automatically in the screen. Since we are not using a class teacher's card, it is not appearing and we have to select the class and the section manually. So let us select the class and select a section. Select the date for which you want to mark the attendance. By default, it shows us the current date. If I want to change the attendance date, then click on the previous day and the new date gets displayed. In case you want to select the date for which you want to mark the attendance, by default it is showing us the current date. To change the date, click on the button next to the date and a small calendar opens. It is showing us the current date as highlighted. Click on any previous date and the new date appears in the field. If you want to change the month, then click on the back arrow to change the month. To go forward to the month, click on the forward arrow. So let us mark the attendance for a particular date. Next, select the first half or second half for which you want to mark the attendance. Since we are marking the attendance first time for the day, we have to mark it for the first half. So click on the circle next to the first half. On doing so, the list of students appear in the grid. These are the students of the selected class and section. Click on the name of the teacher in the field attendance taken by. It is showing us both the class teacher and the co-class teacher. The co-class teacher can also mark the attendance if she has been assigned the class section. So we are selecting the class teacher's name. It is also showing the total strength of the class section. To mark the status or the attendance status of the students, in the grid it is showing us various columns: admission number, which is the school admission number of the student, roll number of the student, and the student names. The student names are organized or sorted in the alphabetical order. Next column shows us the status, that is the attendance status, and the last column is the remarks column for us to enter any remarks against a specific student. Let us see how to mark the attendance. By default, the status, that is the attendance status, is showing us present for all the students. In case we do not have any absentees, then we can straight away save the attendance status and it will save the present status for all the students. If we want to mark a different status for a student, then click on the attendance status and it changes to the next attendance status. For you to know what all attendance status is, you can mark you can refer to the summary section, wherein it is showing us the attendance status name, and as we mark the attendance against each status, the details gets updated. Now let us mark the attendance for other students also. Click on the present status, it changes to absent. In case we further want to change the status to the next status, click on the status and it changes to the next status. If we further click on the status and want to bring it back to the present status, click on the status and it asks us that we are now trying to change the leave application of the student. So in case we change the status back to the present, it will delete the leave application. In case we want to mark present for the student from leave status, click on yes. In case you click on no, it will not change the status. So click on the yes button and the status changes back to present. So let us mark the status of few students as absent or leave. If we also see, the summary section is automatically changing the status strengths. For each status, it is showing us the current strength. If we want to move down further to mark the attendance, then we can click on the down button and it scrolls down to other students. Mark the attendance as required. Once you have marked the attendance for the first half of the day, click on the save button and the data saving confirmation message is received. Please mark that this is the attendance that is being saved only for the first half. Click OK on the data saving confirmation message. In case you have the attendance with you for the second half also, at this time only you can click and mark the attendance for second half. For this, click on the circle against the second half and the first half attendance displays as is for the second half also. In case the attendance is same for the first half and second half, click directly on the save button. If there is a difference of attendance in second half for any student, then make the changes now. So we are making the changes and changing the attendance status of a student. So click on save button and the data saving confirmation message is received. Click OK on the confirmation message and the attendance has now been marked for the second half also. You can come back later if you do not have the attendance of the second half and repeat these steps to mark the attendance. So for both first half and second half, we have marked the attendance. For second half also, you can see the summary section in which it is showing the strength against each attendance status. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Select. Now let us see the attendance that we have marked has been saved. Click on the academic year. Select session. Select class and section and select attendance type, first half or second half. Since we have already marked the attendance, it is showing us the message that we have already marked the attendance for the selected date. Do you wish to view the attendance? Click yes to view the attendance and it is showing us the attendance of the first half as we saved. If we want to see the attendance for the second half, then click on the circle against second half and click yes to view the attendance. It is now showing us the attendance of the second half also. Let us also see some other features which are available in this screen. Let us first clear the screen and select the academic year, select session, class and section. Select another date to mark the attendance. Select first half as the attendance type to mark the attendance and the list of the students displays on the screen. Select attendance taken by the name of the class teacher. Since we are not using the class teacher's card, we have to select the name here. We can sort the details being shown in the column based on the column name. For example, click on the admission number and the details get sorted based on the admission number. Click on the roll number and the details get sorted based on the roll number. If you want to sort the names of the student in ascending or descending order, then click on the student name and they change as per the ascending or the descending order of the alphabet. Let us now sort the details based on the status column. Click on the status and it will sort based on the status. So one status will appear grouped for our checking. You can enter remarks for each student if required. There is also another provision to make all the students' attendance status by default as one status. You see a button here of all present. Click on the all present button and the details changes to the present status. If you notice, the button now changes and shows us the next attendance status. It shows all absent. If we click on this button again, the attendance status of all the students will change to the absent status. So, on a day, if less number of students are present, you can use this option, make all absent, and just specifically make few students as present. Then next, the button changes to the next attendance status. Clicking on that attendance status, it makes the status for all students as the selected status. If you want to make again all present, then it changes the status to all present again. The same feature is also available for marking the attendance in the second half. So let us make all absent, make 1 or 2 students as present and click on button save. So we have marked the attendance for the particular day for first half only. Click OK on the data saving confirmation message and the attendance for the first half is marked. Repeat these steps for the second half to mark the attendance for second half. As already mentioned, the status of the first half automatically shows as the status of the second half and which can be changed or saved as is. So we are saving the attendance for the second half also. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Let us come back and check whether our attendance has been saved. Click on the academic year, session, class and section. Select the date for which we had marked the attendance earlier and select the half. Since we want to view the attendance, click on yes and it shows us the attendance as marked. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Thank you for watching this video.